Good morning. My name is Dr. Susan Breton, and I'm a former middle school principal, school counselor, and currently a central office administrator with the Mount Olive School District in Mount Olive, New Jersey. Welcome to Zen in 10. This 10-minute video is designed to address stress and help you build a stress resilience plan during these uncertain times. Over the last 19 months, we've endured a period of global uncertainty as we've navigated the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as other national events that have changed how we live, educate our children, socialize with our family and friends, and how we think about day-to-day activities that make up the essence of our lives. Educators across the nation are feeling a range of emotions as we re-enter the 21-22 school year. While happy to be back in the classrooms with our students, many educators report feeling anxious, stressed, worried, overwhelmed, frustrated, and frankly, exhausted. While we may be back in a traditional school year, nothing seems traditional right now. It's important to mention that as we begin to navigate this year, it's completely normal to be experiencing these wide range of emotions. Accepting these feelings is an important first step as we look to build resilience back into our lives. So let's talk a little bit about stress and anxiety. These are terms that are thrown around a lot on a daily basis, but what does it really mean? Stress arises when something we care about is at stake, and many of us know that in our positions where things matter the most, a lot of it may be out of our control. Stress is identifiable when it's revealed physically in your body. The racing heart, sweaty palms, stomach ache, a headache, or a stiff neck. We're familiar with these signs. Central to the experience of stress is the amygdala, the area of your brain which is responsible for initiating the body's stress response. When stress goes on for too long, the body, instead of protecting itself, transforms the stress response into something that attacks rather than protects. Anxiety is best described when you have unhelpful thought patterns that your mind fixates on during a threat, uncertainty, or negativity. Anxiety can occur on its own or as a response to stress, or it can actually trigger stress. When it occurs as a response to stress, it can intensify that stress and in worst cases lead to high levels of anxiety that can manifest into panic attacks. It's important to understand that you may not be able to control when you feel anxious, but what matters is learning how to respond to the anxiety and to be able to manage it. Learning how to recognize and reduce stress and anxiety is an important life skill. Our brains are built to fixate on threat, uncertainty, and negativity, and anxiety is easily fueled by consuming this kind of information. The first step in reducing your anxiety is to be aware of what the triggers are. Research shows that when we shift our focus to what we can control, we see lasting differences in our well-being, health, and performance. Remember, you may not be able to stop problematic worries from occurring, but you can learn to control your response to them. What are things that may be in your control? Focusing on what is really important to you. Take stock of what you believe is important, write it down as a reminder to yourself. Making time for yourself even when you feel guilty about it. Most of us race around all day long, attending to others, only to come home and collapse each night. Taking time for yourself gives your brain a chance to reboot, improves concentration, increases productivity, and helps you problem solve more effectively. Create a routine that includes relaxation and creates connections with others. Eat well, exercise, and try to get enough sleep. Here are 5 different methods for preventing and reducing anxiety and stress symptoms. Number 1, make planning a practice. Maintaining a routine can work wonders for your mental well-being. Structure helps you increase your sense of control and diffuse feelings of being overwhelmed. Write a weekly goal list and identify what you need to do in order to achieve those goals. Identify up to 3 of your most important tasks and create the list to help prioritize what you want to accomplish. Break those tasks down into smaller steps and cross them off as you go, and take stock in what you've accomplished. Number 2, practice gratitude. Research shows that gratitude is strongly and consistently associated with greater happiness. Gratitude helps people feel more positive, improves their health, and helps deal with adversity and build strong relationships. Acknowledging even the little things has tremendous benefits. Number 3, start breathing. Breathing difficulties are associated with stress. When you don't breathe well, you lower the amount of carbon dioxide that's normally in your blood, and this can lead to a wide range of symptoms. Shortness of breath, tightening of your chest, tingling, numbness, feeling dizzy, headaches, and just downright fatigue. Breathing difficulties may be related to breathing in too quickly or when you overbreathe, which is breathing in too much air. For example, when you yawn or sigh too frequently. The next time you feel anxious, take a moment to notice your breathing. Focus on your breathing through your stomach so that your belly rises when you inhale and drops when you exhale. Here's a breathing exercise that you can practice for 5 to 10 minutes a day. Inhale gently, lightly, and slowly. Count to 4 as you expand your belly. Hold that breath for a count of 2, and then slowly exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. Research shows that practicing regular belly breathing can help people feel calmer within a matter of days and weeks. Number 4, improving the quality of social connections and relationships. Human beings are inherently social beings. Dozens of studies have shown that people who have fulfilling relationships with family, friends, and community members are happier, have fewer health problems, and live longer. Connecting with others also relieves harmful levels of stress. Research suggests that the act of caring for another person can release stress-reducing hormones for both the giver and the receiver. So, nurture relationships you already have by reaching out. It's as easy as picking up the phone, sending a text, an email, or a card. If you have someone that you feel you might have a connection with, then don't be afraid to explore that relationship by engaging in conversation. Find opportunities to interact with new people. Even if you don't feel comfortable being around a large group, you can take part in activities that involve smaller groups or 1 or 2 people. And last but not least, number 5, develop a regular exercise routine. Hippocrates said, "Walking is man's best medicine." Exercise reduces the overall activation of your amygdala and nervous system, the parts of the brain and body that generate stress response. Research suggests that aerobic exercise such as walking, cycling, and jogging provides the same benefits as non-aerobic exercise such as yoga and Pilates. Studies show that you need around 21 minutes 3 times a week to experience the benefits. So you don't have to spend hours doing it. It's something that most of us can fit into our lives when it becomes a priority. And don't forget, it's important to find something that you enjoy when it comes to building an exercise habit. That's it. Thanks so much for joining me in Zen in 10. I hope you have a wonderful school year.